Welcome back, guys. So today we're going to talk about the powerful impact of the Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025, blending economic success, veteran support, and global inspiration. So we're talking, today we're celebrating more than just medals and podiums. We're celebrating impact. The 2025 Invictus Games weren't just a sporting event, they were a movement from boosting British Columbia's, that's Vancouver's economy to leaving a 5.5 million legacy for injured veterans. This was the game that changed lives, right? So we know that, we see it, we hear the testimonials, we hear what it is doing for, what it had done for them, is doing for them, and will continue to do for them. So what were the 2025 Invictus Games? So we know in February 2025, over 534 wounded, injured, and sick service members from 23 countries came together in Vancouver and Whistler for the first winter hybrid edition of the Invictus Games. This wasn't just about competition, it was about healing. Snow-capped mountains, adaptive sports, and global unity made this event truly unforgettable. But what many didn't see was the real-world impact this event had off the slopes. The numbers, guys, real economic power. So that's what we're talking about. When Harry and Meghan do things, you see the impact. They put out their impact statement. They show you the money. They show you what is being invested in. And you can see real tangible things that is being done. Unlike the royal family that hides everything, you don't see what they are doing, and that is the issue, right? Because Harry and Meghan are being transparent and they are showing you where the money is and where the money goes. So according to the final report by the Invictus Games Foundation, the 2025 Games generated an astonishing 86.1 million in economic activity across BC, British Columbia. Let that sink in, guys. 86.1 million in economic stimulation, balanced operating budget of 63.2 million, and most importantly, a 5.5 million legacy fund for veterans care and adaptive sports program. Look at that. This is long lasting. This is things that's going to go into the next century, right? Because they are doing things for the veterans. They are trying to make sure, as we always say, a lot of them come back with PTSD. Some of them don't come back to a home, a good life. They are depressed. And with a fund like this, is going to have long-lasting impact. And that is why I say, Harry, continue doing this for the vets, because you're changing life. And you always say service is universal. You can serve wherever you're planted. And I just love that. This wasn't just a cost. It was an investment, yes, an investment into their future, and it paid off in jobs, tourism, and long-term veteran support. The Games in action, sports that heal. Athletes competed in powerful events like wheelchair curling, alpine skiing, snowboarding, cross-country skiing. We know Harry did a lot of things in terms of supporting the guys. These aren't just sports. They're tools for healing. Peer-reviewed research from the Journal of Rehabilitation Research and Development confirms that adaptive athletics significantly support both the physical and psychological recovery of veterans. And we get the veterans telling us this all the time, what it has done for them, what it has done for their family, what it has done for their community. At least they have something to look forward to. They are in a community and they enjoy every single minute of it, right? This was rehabilitation through recognition, and every cheer from the crowd was part of that healing. global attention, guys. We know it garnered global attention. Everybody was talking about it. But more importantly as well, local benefit. How did it benefit the area that it was in, right? This global event arrived at a perfect time for BC, British Columbia. The province, like much of the world, had seen a dip in tourism post-pandemic, but the Invictus Games flipped the narrative. Hotels were filled, restaurants buzzed, and Vancouver reasserted itself as a world-class host city, just in time for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Officials now say the Games offered a blueprint for how to use sports events not only for inspiration, but for economic transformation. The legacy, not just a week of games, beyond the headlines and highlights reels, a legacy lives on. That 5.5 million fund will help support injured veterans, adaptive sports initiatives, and long-term care programs. In a world often distracted by political noise, here was an event that quietly changed lives, creating opportunity, building resilience, and showing what's possible when you invest in the people who served. And it all goes back to a vision Prince Harry had back in 2013 when he attended the US Warrior Games and imagined a global event rooted in compassion, honor, and service. So looking ahead, we know it's going to be in Birmingham, UK in 2027. What's next? The 2027 Invictus Games will be held in Birmingham, UK from July 29th to August 5th. With infrastructure still in place from the 2022 Commonwealth Games, the city is ready to welcome the world. Experts predict Birmingham could match or exceed the economic impact seen in Vancouver, especially if the focus remains on inclusive hosting, sustainable investments, and true community uplift. So we know, guys, the movement, it's not just a movement. It's not just a moment. It is here to stay. The Invictus Games are more than a sports competition. They are a declaration that dignity, strength, and purpose don't end with a uniform. Vancouver gave us a roadmap to uplift, to invest, and to include. Now it's Birmingham's turn to carry that torch. Let's keep watching, supporting, and celebrating a future that honors service by investing in our people, or investing in the veterans, investing in their family, investing in, the community where it's going to be. And hopefully they can produce a good economic outcome similar to what Vancouver has done, because Vancouver can be definitely proud of itself. The people came out, the people came up and showed out, and they supported the guys, they supported the team, and we're so happy that Harry has this, just there for the veterans, and you can see the love, you can feel the love. So Prince Harry's vision lives on, not in titles, but in transformation. So guys, if you're inspired by the Invictus Games and the lives they've touched, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment with your support for the veterans and service members who continue to rise through resilience. Until next time, stay proud, stay kind, and keep believing in better. So yes, guys, we have to. This is so important. We just have to continue believing that there are people out there who want a better outcome, who is working towards a better outcome, and who is just striving to do and be the best that they can be. So thank you, Prince Harry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We could not do it without you. such a global event, such a magnificent feat, and we continue to lift Invictus up and just continue to say, protect the veterans, respect what they have done for you. Because of them, we are free to do what we can do, right? So we have to be proud of them.
The Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, without whom these Invictus Games would never have happened. You are the one who turned this incredible idea into a reality. And as someone that you roped in early on in my time as Prime Minister, I can testify to the energy, the dedication, the commitment this man has to you and to this ideal. You have changed the lives of so many people for the better, and for that, we all owe you the deepest debt of gratitude. Thank you, Harry.
So yes, guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you for listening. I really appreciate everything, and we'll talk later. See you soon. Bye.